What is up, party people? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Cup Chasers podcast. That's right. We got my man Asif in the building, of course, and Nez will be with us shortly. Tonight, we're talking the Community Shield. Of course, Arsenal have decimated Manchester City 3-0 in the season opener, the curtain raiser. But I think it says a whole lot more about Manchester City than it does about Arsenal. Of course, we'll touch on that. And I got some preseason questions, some league prediction style questions we're going to go through and kind of field the starting of the season in that way, of course. And then we'll look at individual games because the league is back. So go ahead and smash up the like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Of course, thanks for being here every single time. Let me know what you're thinking down in that comment section below. And of course, how are we this evening, Asif?
All good, all good. I'm looking forward to the league, basically. I've had enough of... I know the World Cup was a welcome distraction, but yeah, I'm not a good person when it comes to when the leagues, when there's no league format on. So
yeah, I understand,
and I'm sure Nez will be on. I'm sure he's getting changed because he doesn't want to.
Yeah, he doesn't want to come on in the suit he's wearing. I imagine he's got to take his bow tie off. Before he comes,
get it right, Jake. Rainbow colored bow tie.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, that's where we're starting. The Community Shield was just lovely. I have to say, was just an epic day of football there at in Wales at the Millennium Stadium.
Before you go on, Jake, before you go on, I'm gonna have to say something now. I know everyone else heard it last week.
Uh-oh. He is frozen. Technical difficulties right out the rip. Or am I frozen? Somebody's frozen. Completely frozen. Yep. Well, while we're waiting on him to come back, I think I might know what he was going to say. But what's up, JT? Hope you're well. Hope you are well. Yes, sir. Well,
Ian,
no, I don't even think he's realized it either. That's lovely. That's absolutely lovely. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. They're coming for him. They know that he's gonna. That's actually what I think he's probably going on about right now is the fact that he's coming in a different one. I have two Asifs. He's back.
Jake, you don't be doing that to me, man.
I didn't do nothing. It was FSG, man.
You just muting me now for...
I didn't mute you. Look, JT's got it. The FSG are coming for you. They knew what you were about to say.
Rebooting this.
I don't think he can hear me. Can you hear me? He can't hear me. Anyway, we are cooking with gas here at the beginning of the show this evening. But yes, the Arsenal have absolutely destroyed Manchester City.
All right, I can hear you.
We're gonna try it again. He can hear me now, and
man, I need to get some new. Before Aaron starts, I've ordered some new in today. It's coming. You have to wait till the end of the month, though. Okay.
Yeah, some new internet, absolutely.
Yeah, some.
I think they're on to you, Steve. I think maybe somebody might have to get a knock at the door before the end of the pod. I hope you're well. You know, we're gonna have to start a GoFundMe for Steve's legal team here in a minute. But
going back to what I was saying before,
see, every time he starts to go, they go for it. Every time he starts to go in on it, they go for it. But yeah, man.
The UK government tried to kick. Okay, yeah, no, I can hear you again. It was okay, but
maybe we should skip what you're trying to say because it's coming for you every time.
No, I think it's you pressing the button, Jake.
I'm not pressing nothing. Look, hands in the air.
Right, so me and Lou called it last week. We said Howard was going to score.
Oh my goodness gracious! Here we
And
go.
and the man did it. And Lou asked you, and I'm gonna remind him when he comes in, and I'm gonna say, look, Lou, you called it. You asked him if Havertz was gonna score. Would you change your mind about him? The man for the big occasion did it. I've got a screenshot of yourself in our chat congratulating Havertz as well, saying yes. Shall I show the people, or are you gonna?
Yeah, show the people. Go ahead. Show the people. Show the people. I'm a balanced person. Yeah, of course, of course. It's not lagging out while he's trying, like he's got like a got me or something. I said Havertz played well. He did.
Yes.
He couldn't believe it. Neither of them could believe it. But you got to give credit where it's due. I thought that.
Yes, he says it here, and I'm going to highlight this, guys.
Yep, there it is. He's outing people in the chat. Here it is.
There you go, guys. He's actually giving Havertz his props. Look at that.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing, JT. That's the thing. It's normally the other way around. Havertz scores a goal and the rest of the performance is ass. But this time, the goal was ass because Donny Ruru couldn't figure out which way was up. And
it does not matter.
And he played well otherwise. I'm saying you got to give it to him. It was different. It was a different performance.
Havertz is a man for the big occasion.
See, now we're just getting way too far ahead of ourselves. Now we're just getting ahead of ourselves.
Come off the man.
Oh my
even in the
goodness!
Champions League final, the man did it. It's not his fault that you guys couldn't hold out. But
yes, for the first time in Kai Havertz history, the Arsenal have won a game when he's looked good and scored a goal. No, I'm just kidding. It's obviously not the first time, but yeah. see, JT's being nitpicky. And I tend to agree with him, but I wasn't going to bring it up.
JT, look, a goal's a goal, man. I don't care if he comes off his head or his ass.
Look, what we should be saying is big up Zolis for being there on the end, on the left side. The Greek freak with 2 assists. My man has scored or assisted every time he's put the shirt on. So I'm actually very excited about the winger out there on the left. And I thought he had a very good game. I mean, Miles Lewis-Skelly.
He should be feeding against Coventry. If he can't feed against Coventry, Jake.
Well, here's the thing, man. Frank Lampard likes to play out from the back. He likes to, press high and be aggressive. If they bring that to the Emirates, it's over. It's over for him, Odegaard, Odegaard, yes, dude. Odegaard's going to tear it up on Friday.
Lampard's problem last time he was in the league, he wasn't adapting his tactics for the various teams, and that's why he was getting ripped apart by certain teams and getting hammered when he should have been playing a bit more defensive.
Well, they won the championship, so I mean you got to be confident with that. They steamrolled the
championship is a totally different thing to the. Come on, Jake.
Hey, they're going to find out. They're definitely going to find out.
Teams have steamrolled the championship, and then when they've come to the Premier League, they've been found lacking. So
yeah,
I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say I hope they do well. I hope he's learned his lesson. When you're going against teams like Arsenal at the Emirates, he's gonna have to adapt his style of play.
I hope he's wrong. I hope you're wrong, man. He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna adapt.
I hope he goes for the 10, 11 men behind the ball. I go for that draw.
I hope he does it, but we'll get to that a little bit later on, of course. Yeah, I think I tend to agree with this as well. It is indeed a double-edged sword. But, man, I think that, Arsenal are looking ready. We showed that in the Community Shield, of course. And it also shows that Man City are the opposite.
Man City made a lot of mistakes. Let's get this, put it into context. They made a lot of mistakes.
Every time he starts to say something negative, they just come for him. They come for his internet. Maybe he has to be positive throughout the whole stream, or they come for his internet. I'm going to have to do a short at the end of this stream for the many faces of Asif the many ways
In
he freezes up. Is it my internet? It can't be my internet. I don't think I've frozen once yet. No. And we'll try it again.
Right. Okay.
Yep, that's fair. Go on, Steve. You were saying how Man City made lots of mistakes.
Yeah, they made at least Donnarumma made he made mistakes. So and Pep, he won his fair share of Community Shields, but he lost as well. It's a learning curve. As Arteta had a learning curve when he first came to Arsenal. You can't judge a manager.
Well, he's never lost a Community Shield, Arteta. Just saying.
It's a learning curve, Jake. Even in his first seasons, I don't think he. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he wasn't even in the Community Shield in his first season. So.
No, he was his first full season. He was. Okay. His first full season, he was, because he won the FA Cup. So
anyway, okay, fair enough. But the thing is, but not in his first when he was in his first full season. I'm talking.
Well, yeah, because he came in like January, didn't he? He came in like December.
Yeah, came in. So anyway, going back on course.
Yeah,
you can't judge a manager on his first match. That's all I'm gonna say. So I'm reserving judgment till December. I can see a longer run of games. I'm going to see if he's been able, if Maresca can adapt with, especially with Rodri now out. Exactly, because I know people are not talking well of Maresca at the moment, but I personally think he did a great job at Chelsea.
I do think he gets a bad rap. I think it's interesting that after that one game, like you guys are saying, you can hear the Chelsea fans already turning. It's not one of these, yeah, whatever. I hope maybe you do good, whatever. We don't really care. It's already gone past that. And the Chelsea fan base is like, oh, I'm hate watching. It's a hate watch for the rest of the season. These guys, I already don't like Maresca. I hope they do horrible. We told you he was bad. He's terrible. They're trying to vindicate their own chasing him out of the club by saying, oh, look, Arsenal destroyed him in his very first game. He's going to get sacked. I've heard this. He's going to get sacked by December. He'll be the first one. All this stuff. I'm like, guys, this is crazy. This is crazy. To hear Chelsea fans absolutely dumping on him after one game is nuts.
Exactly. And I think Man City, like a lot of the teams, I don't think they still got the full squad. I think there's still going to be one or two incomings and outgoings. So
really, I mean, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. The season starts in 2 days. The window's done in 2 weeks. I mean, it's crunch time.
With the window, it's like, what's his name? Baudouin.
Yeah. Buati, or however you say it.
Yeah, I think he should be coming in as well. And if Nez's favourite player, Savinio, goes, and then they'll have to find a replacement for him. So I think there's still some coming. They don't need as many players as say we do, but they still need some players. So, and
do you think it maybe was a bit of a case of when you first start out as a new manager, even no matter who you've replaced, obviously it's going to be hell trying to replace Pep. But when you start out as a new manager and you're like, okay, everyone's got a clean slate. I'm trying to see things. And it still is technically preseason. You're not, it doesn't count in the table. And so Kusanov at right back was like, before the game, I was like, he's a good defender. He should be fine. He didn't do great. He didn't do great versus Solis.
I think that Kovacic, yeah.
Kovacic, yeah, man.
I saw his name on that lineup, and I was like, shit. And I felt as soon as I saw that name on the lineup before the match, and I was like, shit, I think Man City are in trouble.
Yeah, there it is. JT said
it. So yeah, it's not.
This one's crazy too. Does Nico G want to leave, or is City trying to get rid of him because they're going to give Boadi like a lot of minutes?
I think Nico did well last season, even when, especially when Rodri was injured. So I don't see. Yeah, I don't see.
Yeah, JT says he heard he wants to leave. I haven't really looked at the situation. I'm not sure.
I've heard the thing about him being linked to Newcastle. I haven't heard any.
But it's crazy. It's crazy to let him go. You need all the help. You need all the help you can get in there to cover.
And I think they were going to get rid of anyone. I would get rid of Kovacic. So
he's the only one with the experience. They like, if you think about it, all of their experience left, all of their leaders left. Ake, Stones, Bernardo Silva, Rodri, and obviously Pep. Like, these are generational players. Like, these are guys that were involved in the best that City's ever been. And you can't just replace that experience with, an 18-year-old, with Elliot Anderson from Forest, who's never, really put in a season at this level, at the title challenging level. I mean, obviously he's been able to play
I think he's a good
the
player.
league.
I think he'll do well, and I do agree with JT when he was saying, like, yeah, exactly. When Rodri was out, Nico G did really well in his place, and I remember Nez saying, I'd rather Rodri not come back in, and I'd rather Nico G in there for a while. So Nez, nice to see you.
Well,
I was just saying that I'm sure you were going to get changed before you coming on.
I just came straight out the car, man. What's up?
Yeah, we're still on the Community Shield. We absolutely wrecked you guys right from the beginning. And yeah, I mean, we talked a little bit about how, Arsenal started really fast, and we're obviously more settled, and we knew what we were doing from the rip, and, I think personally scoring that goal from the beginning, well, with you guys still trying to flesh yourselves out as far as the new formation and the new relationships with who's playing next to who, you were never going to recover from an opening goal like that. What are your thoughts?
I agree and disagree, right? So I agree that the opening goal was huge. It showed that your team was more organized. City came back and they went straight to attack. So, I mean, I think they're just so used to conceding goals that I mean, Jake, this 3 years, man, you know what I'm saying? They're so used to conceding goals that they kind of did the I'm gonna pull myself up by the scruff and go, because they went back at you. Ryan made a couple of good saves. So
Ryan had 4 really good saves. Yes, he did.
And so my agreement is that with the current state of the team, this is post-mortem, that they never were gonna come back, but that team believed that they could come back because they came right back at you after you scored. But then it was hold up, I didn't pull up my foot mob so I can properly criticize the team.
Go ahead and sponsor the show, foot mob.
Criticism is not, it's not negative all the time. It's just sort of the reality of what it was. But the lineup where they had Foden, who played I'm not gonna I was gonna say booty butt cheeks, but he wasn't that bad. He just wasn't good and at all, but he wasn't like awful, right? And
he just picked up where he left off last season, more or less.
But there was nothing, right? And so the thing is, it was like they came back, they got shots off. Raya had to make real saves. It weren't like,
that last one, saves. I thought Semenyo was going to score.
I thought Semenyo was saves.
Yeah.
But the formation was wrong, because we sat here maybe last week or the week before, and we said, hey, man, Semenyo on the left is a beast. And then they started Doku on the left, who then pulled his calf, and now he can't play. And
are they going to do that now? Are they going to do that now versus Bournemouth?
What we're doing a segment on the future?
We'll do that. We'll do that later.
Oh, then I'm not going to answer.
So we'll get into that later. Yeah.
Before we go on, I
What's
was
up?
just telling the people how we accurately predicted Havertz was going to score.
We did. We did. Well, here's the funny thing about what you said.
He started the show with this, and now that you're here, he's got to bring it back.
Well, not only did he score, here's the funny thing. So he scored, and it was, well, I mean, I guess sequentially, I was going to get to Donnarumma being booty butt cheeks. He was getting the booty butt cheeks award. Dude, how the ball hit you here, and then hit you here, and then it still goes in? That's the most Havertz goal ever. And at that point, I was like, you know what? Because City went back after that and tried to score, and Raya had to make a save. And then when the team looked completely discombobulated, I said, yeah, it's over. It's over. I mean, it was over before that, but it was over. Because my idea, my goal was, I was like, at least be competitive, right? I was fine with, taking the L. I was absolutely fine with that. But the goal was for him to show up. And Maresca showed that he essentially had no idea how to make adjustments because the subs he put on were awful. And the fact that he said, hey, man, we can't possess the ball. And we can't stop anybody. There's no protection in front of our defense. Let's play Kovacic for 90 minutes.
Yeah, that one. Let's see what I was saying to Asif a second ago.
Sorry, 80 minutes. Correction, 80 minutes.
But what I was saying to him a second ago, though, is he's your only experience. Most of your experience is gone.
But I just want to point out.
And we still selling. Let's go.
Even after the first goal, did I say that Havertz is going to turn up? And I said that in the chat. And I said
I didn't see the chat. I don't watch the chat during the game. But yeah, man. I believe it.
If you look at the history, you'll see for yourself. I said after the first goal, I said Havertz is going to score. Back my words. And I said that in the chat. Jake knows what I'm talking about. And then the man turned up and he scored. That's all.
Yeah, and I'm going to give, and again, now here's the thing, while we don't love him, because Havertz played well. We're going to give him that.
What do you mean you don't love him? Look at this.
I showed them screenshots. I showed them screenshots.
Well, I'm not defending him.
You guys are all about Havertz.
No, what I said is, in the last one, I said, hey, man, he always scores in a game. In a title game, he scores. Always. And that was the argument that we had, and I was right. Now, the thing is, here's where the difference is. If he scores first, you lose. If he scores second, it don't matter, right? Because then you can just go for it and win, and he can play great. So that's essentially what happened in that game.
So if his goal doesn't matter for shit, we're probably gonna win. It'll be all right. But if his is the only goal, we're in trouble.
I mean, if that's what the math is mathing.
Statistically, that's the math. That is the
math is mathing that way. Yes. And so, but you look at it. The first goal. Hey man, I've never been a goalkeeper. I did help train some goalkeepers when I was a coach, and the fact that Donnarumma went to ground so fast for that first goal was insane. I'm like, why? And then he went the wrong way. I'm like, why did you? So you didn't protect your near post at all, and then you went to goal immediately. Like the dude wasn't even on the ball. He went to goal. He went to ground, and he did that on the first and the third goal. I was like, I've never seen such awful goalkeeping in my life.
Speaking of Havertz, do you see Havertz laughing at Donnarumma on the third goal?
As he should. But here's the thing that makes it stand out more. And, in the City supporters group, shout out Cap City Blues, because, EPL in the mornings will be in D.C. and not even at our location, which we kind of hating on. They should have been at the location we actually go to because, you got a supporters club and you say, hey, let's go to a place that's 10 blocks down the street instead of where they actually are.
That makes no sense.
Well, we know why it makes sense. We know why. So, point being,
I do have a question though regarding Arsenal. And
well, hold on, man. Let me get my Donnarumma thing out. So the Donnarumma thing, it's quick. And so my thing is that what confused me is Donnarumma played like he was unprepared and like he had been practicing, but he ain't played no games. Like he ain't playing the World Cup. He ain't played in no. So why do you look like you ain't been practicing for the last month, sir? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Madueke had a really shit game as well. He was probably your...
He was awful. If he was good, y'all would have scored 5.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to talk about the Booty Butt Cheeks award?
He was awful.
If I'm an opposite defender, I'd be happy to go play against Madueke.
Yeah, he inspires confidence in the defense. I can't stress it enough.
Yeah, and I'd be like, yeah, he was like watching England all over again in the World
He
Cup.
was dude. Like, no, for real, he was awful, man.
Yeah.
He was awful.
I got something to say about that for the game on Friday. Well, we'll get to that a little bit later as well.
Real quick, back to City. So what I didn't understand, and we tried to give him credit, but this whole Enzo Fernandez thing, which keeps coming back up. You know what? I'm good. I'm telling you right now. I'm saying this. I know I've said it before. They signed Enzo Fernandez. That's coming down until he gone because I ain't got nothing to do with him.
I can send you an Arsenal fan. I can send you an Arsenal flag.
Now, I will be flagless because I don't need flags. But my issue is the fact that now, you play Gavardiol and Diaz together, who hadn't played together all preseason, and then you play Kusanov at right back, which makes no sense. Gahey is healthy. The center back pairing Gahey and Kusanov won us the last 6 games, 6 of they're actually undefeated together. And you said no, you know what? We won't play them together. And then you say, hey, Nunez, you on the bench. We don't want to play you either. We're going to leave you on the bench too. And then O'Reilly, that's fine. But then you play Anderson. Now, Anderson is our 8. He is not the holding midfielder. And you say, yeah, well, we're going to play Kovacic. Well, how Kovacic is going to advance the ball and beat the 6? How? How are we going to do that? So I look at that and I say to myself, you know what? They did Anderson because then now you see, because everybody's a creature of the moment, City paid blah, blah, blah for Anderson. And now the only thing people see is City's, complete spend. No net spend. Not who we sold. Just the money they put out, which I love too. And so you got Anderson out there hanging him out to dry by himself. Foden is looking like trash. You got Semenyo on the wrong side of the field. And Haaland is just doing what Haaland does. Because you know what's crazy? Why did Haaland start? So the man said, hey, man, I played a bunch of guys because, I wanted them to get a feel. Sir, you just played 3 preseason games where you had a team play together and you don't want to play them together at all? Okay.
Yeah. Net spend is not a real metric. Well
so
said.
So it only counts what we spend, not how much money we make.
No, he's saying there are more things involved.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
but they're saying there's more, not less. He's saying there's more, not less. Yeah,
correct. I agree with that. Yeah, but it's just wild. But it's irrelevant because, I mean, hey, man, we on any City stuff before. We just talking about the game, right? I'm gonna stop if it's just.
Yeah, I mean, we can transition.
I'm done. Congratulations to Arsenal. Y'all absolutely deserve.
Congratulations, Havertz. Great game.
Oh my God! Congratulations, Havertz. He says, "Yes, it was a good game. Definitely a shot across the bow." And I think definitely it says we're ready to go. And City still got a little bit of work to do, but I definitely think that you guys you'll get it together. It's not. But
here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing to credit Arsenal. Arsenal didn't even have to play good because I actually believe you didn't play good at all. I think you just were there. And you didn't have to do anything, so it wasn't like a good thing. You just, hey, man, are they going to turn the ball over right in front of the goal?
No,
okay, we'll score that.
Doing what we do. We didn't do anything new. We kept doing exactly what we know we're capable of.
Yeah. I think Calafiori had a good game.
He did.
He definitely did. Boosted by scoring a goal 20 seconds in. That always will help you get going.
Yeah.
But speaking of getting going, the Premier League is getting started on Friday, and I got some questions put together to kind of spur the conversation on and put a cap on the preseason and kind of talk about our predictions as far as what's ahead. And one thing I want to look at, you kind of were about to touch on it, I think, is the first thing. Do you think that the crazy prices and valuations we've seen in the market are more so because of idiots like Tottenham are putting the money down and
spending so much money
and way overpaying. They're way overpaying, right? Or is it B, because the prioritization of age in the valuations is skewing everything? Let me explain. Rodri went for how much? Like 60? 65. Bruno Guimaraes is only 2 years younger, went for 15 more, and we all know who the better player is. And maybe you could say Rodri's injury record is against him, and that might also make a difference in valuation. But look at Elliot Anderson, 116, because he's young. Morgan Rogers is young
and
too.
English tax.
Right. And so would you say it's more so because of people are overpaying and the money is getting put down? And so other teams are like, look, they paid this. Or is it because of weird priorities in the valuation?
Because instead of doing both sides of it, I'm gonna pick a side, and I'm gonna say, what was the options? Idiots and what else?
Age being too highly prioritized in the valuation of players, as far as younger
idiots.
players.
I was gonna say idiots anyways. I just wanted to make sure whatever I was going opposed was legitimate. It's idiocracy. Like the movie. Because the thing that we're recognizing is this, right? Well, one, you can't necessarily do like for players. For example, people will say, and I'm going to use an old transfer and then a current transfer. Alisson cost, I think, 55 million pounds. I think it was something like that. He was or 65. He was the most expensive goalkeeper in the world. Now, if we're doing that and we're doing valuations based on what a good goalkeeper would do for Liverpool Football Club, is his 65 million against what he could potentially drive in for revenue worth it? And then you do the math on that, and you say yes, because you say, okay, we'll win the league and we'll win the Champions League. You're saying he's increased the likelihood of that, and if he delivers both of those things, he's worth it. And I would agree, because Virgil van Dijk was also worth that. So now to go from Alisson to Trafford, who went to Leeds. I think Trafford went for 45. Is that right? I think it's
somewhere in there.
Somewhere around that, yeah.
Right. So he went for 45. So Alisson probably costs 20 million more than him. Now, are we saying that Leeds' valuations are now connected to, they anticipate, not Champions League, but they anticipate playing in Europe due to the fact this goalkeeper is on their team, and it will make the money back for that? Because that's the only way you can do the valuation, to say, I'm willing to pay this, and I'm going to keep him where his that what we pay him will be paid off based on the amortization that comes across there. Yeah. And so if Leeds makes a European competition this year or next year, essentially Trafford will have paid off that bill in his first or second year. And we watching Trafford, we can say, yeah, he probably will, because what will happen is, we've already prognosticated, as long as he's healthy, he's going to be England's number one in probably 3 years. And he probably will, Leeds will probably make Europe one of the three competitions I agree. And so I can justify paying that if I feel everything else on the team, all numbers being even, he is what I need. So whatever I pay on that bump is there. Now, Tottenham doing what they did, and I'm being honest about this, they have Savinho, right? Savinho, what is it, 85 now? I think it's at 85 now, right?
Yeah, something ridiculous.
So they got 85 for him. And they have, and say, I know Marmoush came out in the news today as a rumor, and so they're probably going to pay 55 for Marmoush, because they said they're going to pay at least what we paid for him, right? So say
that makes no sense to me. That's my point. Shouldn't that be the other way around?
Well, let me finish. And yes, it's idiocracy, but here's where my math is mathing. Spurs looked at what they did, made a bunch of money off their stadium, and almost got relegated. And so what they recognize is Spurs has annually been in Europe. They believe, based on De Zerbi's history with other teams, as long as he has the players he wants that he believes fits in the system, he can get the best out of them. That's why Pep signed Claudio Bravo. That's why other guys that nobody knew went to Man City. And so Spurs is saying, well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to believe in what he's saying, because both of those guys are fairly young. If we don't get something from them in the next 2 years, we're going to sell them at a loss. But as long as we make Europe and we have the correct places where we're in the top half of the table, we're going to make our money back, because our stadium is going to make us money. So while it's stupid on the football side, you got to look at it from the business side of what all that organization is. And so it's dumb because what that does to the overall market is now what people will say is, well, if Man City got 65 for Savinho, who scored 2 goals in 3 years, then now all I have to do is find somebody of the same profile and find another Spurs.
Yeah.
It's dumb. It's complete idiotic. Because here's where Liverpool mattered, like with the Gakpo signing. I think Gakpo costs 100 or something, right? And
really? Good grief.
Was it 80? 100 or something? How much was Gakpo? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Because I'm not going to use Verts. I think Verts is an outlier.
Over 100.
But I think Verts is worth
Isak.
that. I think Verts is worth that, so I'm going to go outside of that, right? So let's use Isak. Because they know if Isak is healthy.
They only paid 37 million pounds for Gakpo.
Then it was Isak.
It was 40 years ago, though. Isak was 128, though.
But this is again where Liverpool made Champions League, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's all they paid for. They're paying for the fact that they knew Mo Salah was leaving. They had to figure out how to make Champions League again, and they were going to pay whatever. Because realistically, I'm being honest about this. I anticipate them selling Gakpo next year. That's my anticipation. And the reason I anticipate
Are we actually on Liverpool at the moment, or are we just talking in general?
Yeah, we go there. But the reason I'm saying Gakpo,
it's whatever.
The reason I'm saying Gakpo is because they just needed to make Champions League, and now they're just looking for a profile that fits the system of the manager. So when they sell him, it doesn't matter what they sell him for because they got the money based on them making Champions League again. Because that's all they really cared about doing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Go for it, Asif.
All right, Asif. What did you believe about Liverpool 3 months ago that you don't believe anymore?
I think we're the same fucking problem at the moment. So, jury's out on the manager. Haven't got enough bodies in. It's as simple as that. And it looks like Gakpo is staying. Yes, at the moment it does. If they're getting linked with Marmoush. But I want Barcola and Mbaye. I want them. If they both come in, I think we'll have a really...
I heard the Mbaye thing's fallen through.
Not from what I heard. Unless
I haven't heard anything.
I haven't heard anything about Mbaye falling through.
Maybe I heard some fake news. You never know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm trusting out.
No, Mbaye is.
To JT's point about Trafford just getting game time, I agree, but I think they believe he'll help them make Europe, and that's why they were willing to pay that. And the funny thing is people are like, "Hey, man, nobody else came in for Trafford. Trafford intentionally picked his team because he wanted to go somewhere he was going to start. He didn't care about being at a big club anymore. He's already done it. He wants to play."
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're saying, they're not 100% sure on Mbaye at the moment.
What do you think about Minte?
Minte's for Man United, from what I've heard.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a good winger. You kind of have it's like Gakpo and what do they say? Gakpo and Inshallah.
No, I think
at the moment on the wing. Or Rio isn't Rio? Was he 18?
Yeah, I think Barcola he's the priority at the moment, from what I hear.
Y'all better get that done before we swoop in.
Now you think because he's at PSG, right?
Yeah, he's at PSG.
You think I mean, how many days is left in the window? 11?
We got 2
15,
weeks, more or less.
14? Yeah, 2 weeks.
You think that's gonna get over the line?
Well, if not, they better have a fucking plan B.
I heard Liverpool were willing to reduce their valuation. I mean, they have bought in an entire new front line. PSG, Torres, Akliouche, and what's his face? So Mika Götze, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The guy from Ajax, yeah.
So I mean, they're willing to bring it down, but you better get in there before somebody else swoops in to see if I'm telling you, man.
I know that slice smile. What you're saying?
Well, the other thing that I think is important to recognize, and I think JT mentioned it. He talked about Rodri crying his way out of the club, which is what he did. And Jake, you're muted. I don't know if you mean to be muted, but the Rodri crying his way out the club, and you look at the thing and you say, well, he went for I think 60 or whatever like that. But that's because he had leverage, but two, and he had leverage with being only 1 year left and being a Ballon d'Or winner that just won the World Cup and won the gold ball. And then he cried his way out. And then he said, and I'm being honest about this, he burned all of the goodwill he had with the fan base to do what he did. Burned all of it.
Yeah.
And so you got to find a player.
Contract.
Huh?
Did you hear about Curtis Jones?
No, what happened?
Inter.
He's going Inter.
Oh,
he signed for Inter. So,
Wow.
I mean,
Asif,
are you guys even close to ready for the season?
How you fuck?
I mean, Jacquet's looked decent in the one game. He scored a goal. He's played well.
Yeah,
Is he the savior? Is he the hero?
He's been out, Jake, for a while. You can't just put it on one person. You need a squad.
So who's starting? Who's the number one guy? Not who you think is going to start versus Newcastle, but who do you think is the number one guy right now? Is it Araujo or is it Jacquet?
Jacquet. When he's fit, he'll be Jacquet. But until then, it's going to be Araujo for starting against Newcastle, I think.
But what about your midfield? Now it's like y'all going to have to do Klopp's kids this season, man.
Till what happens, I'm waiting till this transfer window closes. If you don't get more bodies in, I'll be fucking pissed. Until then,
and this is the preseason show. You can't tell me let's wait till we're the end of the thing, man.
It's true. You can't tell me. We're still finalizing our squad. We've had the upheaval with the sporting director, etc. So yes, you're gonna have to.
But you have a game. There's a game on Saturday.
Well, we should beat Newcastle. I don't see us having no problems against Newcastle.
Yeah, that's because Newcastle are in the pits, not because you guys are ready for the season.
It does not matter, Jake. That I don't give a shit. If we get 3 points, I don't give a crap who we're playing against. If it's fucking Leyton Orient or Accrington and Stanley down the fucking road, or if it's fucking Newcastle, I don't care. 3 points are 3 points. So yes, Wharton would be an excellent signing.
Wharton would be that'd be huge to get that over the line for sure. I mean, are you running? I mean, is it McAllister, Gravenberch, and Sloppy Sly running it back? I mean, is that what we're looking at? It's dark, man.
And Yoni as well, Troy and Yoni, who played. I think he should have him over.
He's gonna have to.
What Ali is saying here is the biggest thing there. Like that's literally the reason Rico Lewis is still in Man City's team and got an extended contract because he's homegrown.
Oof.
Homegrown.
No, sir, JT. Yeah. It's at St. James.
It's at St. James. Okay.
It's at St. James. Yeah, I mean, we can go ahead and take a look at that.
So, yes, he is. They are at home.
We can go ahead and take a look at that if you like. Asif, what are you thinking the lineup might be for Liverpool?
Dijk, obviously, I don't know. I think it'll be Araujo who's going to partner him. I know everyone's been talking about that, so it'll be.
I did see Jacquet's like an injury doubt.
No, because he's slowly being. He's been away with a shoulder injury. I don't see him starting. I think he's going to be.
A cheeky 50-pounder.
50-pounder, JT. Okay,
hey man.
Be prepared to lose that 50 pounds, JT. Anyway,
I don't know, man. From what I've seen of Newcastle in preseason, it's looking. I know it's dark over at Merseyside, but Newcastle's not looking great either.
Walter Maid is out, so I think we should.
Osula starting. Osula will start. But who's starting up front for you, man? Who is it? Isak, Gakpo, and Rio. Like what's your lineup?
Yeah,
is Verts not back?
Is Verts gonna? I heard Verts was gonna play in the 10. He was gonna be in the creative role.
10 from what I.
Okay.
So it's gonna be Verts, Sloppy Sly, and McAllister or Gravenberch.
McAllister is way short of match fitness. I don't think he's gonna play.
So we're looking at Sabazalai and Gravenberch.
McAllister, who played in the World
Yeah,
Cup, he's got match fitness.
I think it'll be Frimpong, Araujo, Van Dijk, Kirkes, Nione, Soboslai, Nagumo, Wirtz,
Really?
Gakpo, Isak.
Really? So Neoni's going to start over Gravenberch. Nice. I think JT's got this though. I think you're just gonna score 4 and they're gonna score 2, and it's gonna be
Isn't that how everything goes in St. James's Park?
A shit day for defense.
I don't give a shit as long as we win until we get some more signings through the door. I don't give a shit as long as we get those 3 points. I'm looking forward till then. I'll be looking at the transfer window and I'll be counting down the hours till midnight, making sure they make some signings.
I'm looking at the Foot Mob. Highlight this Foot Mob. Anticipating starting lineup. I don't know nobody. I don't know a single person in their lineup except for Dan Burn.
Yeah, man, they've bought a whole bunch of new players. It's great.
It's great.
It seems like we're playing him at the right time. He's licking his chops. I do think that that you guys are gonna just edge this. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a 2-2.
Who's even the manager? Who was Newcastle's manager?
Jassy. His name is Jassy. He was the manager of Al Shabab or Kebab or something in Saudi.
Saudi, yeah.
He was apparently he's highly rated, I guess. I don't really know anything about him at all. But in the preseason highlights that I watched for Newcastle, it does not look inspiring at all, even a little bit. And I think that given the little bit of familiarity that Liverpool players have with each other, I think they're going to come out hot, and I think they're going to score a lot of goals. And I think that's going to be pretty much the story of Liverpool's season. You're going to score goals, but you're going to leak goals due to lack of experience at the back, and Van Dijk being a little bit older, he's not going to be able to be at the level for as many games. Just is what it is, and there's potential that he could just fall off completely. I hope he doesn't, for your sake, Asif. But shit happens.
Yes, Nico Gonzalez will fix all kinds of teams' issues,
including the one he's on. Oh my goodness. What are your thoughts on the Liverpool Newcastle while the internet reloads for him? Nez?
I'm confused because I don't even know what this team is, man. Liverpool is sort of, being honest, is kind of mediocre based on what last year is. But I've also understood that focusing on what a team was before and what they are now is a very different thing. So I have no idea. I mean, what's the line on this? It's Liverpool is heavily favored, so they should walk this. And so, I mean, I guess, yeah.
This is funny. This is funny. The QR code when Isak scores for Amazon. Yeah.
I don't give a shit as long as they give us money. Yeah, I don't care.
Doesn't care about it at all. Yeah. So you got a score prediction, Asif? What do you think?
Oh, 2-1.
2-1 to the tune.
2-1. That's kind of tight.
No, I think there's going to be goals.
I think there's going to be goals, but I don't think there's going to be as many goals as what people think there's going to be.
You think?
Nah, I agree with this. I agree with Ali. I think it's going to be
3-1
Liverpool, maybe 3-2. Yeah, I agree with this as well. But yeah, regardless, I think it's going to be tough for Newcastle this season, and that's definitely not an easy game to start with. All right, let's see what's a good one to kind of. Nez, have City lost the fear factor?
I mean, I'm going to answer that it's less fear factor, more identity. I think once they find an identity, you can have the fear. But if literally, Bournemouth is, and I'm being honest about this, Bournemouth is probably looking and saying, okay, they're a wounded animal. But Bournemouth is also walking in like, one, I don't know what lineup they're going to put out there, and two, I don't know what team we're going to face. So
it's been Tavernier and Evan Nielsen and Ryan to start, and they've scored 20 goals in 4 preseason games. They've been looking hot.
Yeah, they've been impressive, even with Krupi out. So I think they're going to give you, and as you've rightfully said, I don't think Man City have been keeping many clean sheets recently. So
yeah, they can see goal because the goalkeeper's not good. I'm saying it. The goalkeeper is not good. Oh, please take that off of there. Fucking some damn Enzo. Come on, man. and Ali, I hear you, but we can run the tapes. I have been firmly on moving on from Rodri for a while now. So what they did is, and again, I'm no self-proclaimed football savant, but what I am is I can read the room, I can see what it is, I can see where there's chemistry, and the manager says, you know what, I had a preseason, and I'm gonna do what I did in the preseason games. I'm gonna play a game that matters, and I'm not gonna play anything I did in the preseason. So what the fuck was the preseason for? What did you even do that for? Why did you put that group together? Like you literally look like an idiot. And the thing about it is, I think the most glaring important thing to understand is, one, Foden shouldn't start anymore. Now, I've never been like a big, hey, there's one person that I'm holding above. There's no one, because I criticize Haaland. So, hey, man, Foden shouldn't be playing, and he shouldn't for sure play in the middle. And City played well without him. Like, we can go back to there. City played well without him. We got the tapes. City went on a 6-game run. Nico Gonzalez was the holding midfielder. During the business end of the season, mind you, this is where we had to win games. And so with the pressure highest, with everybody gunning at you, he played great. I think.
So do you think Nico G starts on? You guys play Sunday, actually.
Yeah. So here's my answer to that.
For you, obviously, yes, you would want him to, but is it too late? Is it too late?
How as bad as the team looked, and with Doku being out, I have no idea what the lineup's going to be, because the fact that this man said out of his face that Kovacic was better than Gonzalez, and then watch that game that he saw, he's going to play him. I also said this, and I think I said it to you guys. I said, hey, man, Diaz shouldn't be the number one captain, because if you make him the number one captain, he has to play. And Diaz looked bad, too. He looked bad, too, because as soon as Gahey came in, guess what happened? Everything settled down, because he's better than him. So
I would expect Kusanov-Gahey to be your center back pairing.
But they're not going to start Kusanov. You know why they're not going to start Kusanov?
Because Zolis ripped him a new one.
No, well, he's not a right back, though.
Exactly.
He's not a right back. So he shouldn't be there anyways. We know he's a center half. He's essentially a sweeper. And the sweeper stopper, he's a sweeper. That's what he does. He cleans up all your garbage. He's not a right back. We all know Mateus Nunes should be starting. He should have started there. He's super pants. He's booty butt cheeks. He shouldn't be there. But they made him captain, which means he has to play, which is stupid.
Well, they made him captain because of the earlier question we were asking about leadership. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, but remember, I gave, yes, Nunez is fit. I gave a reasoning. I said, hey, man, the whole team is young. The whole team is young. And so should Nunez be in a captain group? Yes. Not taking that from him. But all he does is yell and get smoked. Well, I don't need a player to do that. I don't need anybody to do that. So my idea was Gahey. Said it out loud. Gahey was literally the captain of his team.
Is it too soon? Is it too soon, though?
Diaz is not better than him.
At being a captain.
That and play as a player.
In general.
Just, you pick the category.
What about, and this could just be a random spanner in the works, but is it time for Haaland to step up and lead by example, lead
But
from
I
the
said
front.
that. Remember, I said that.
Yeah.
But then Enzo said, well, I got to talk to my captain after we score goals. Shut up. Shut up. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Because Chelsea's captain never scored a goal while he was
stupid.
The coach.
It's stupid. And the funny thing is he keeps doing things because, again, he and the sporting director have to be working together. So how, as the sporting director, you sign 4 players and you're selling 3 of them the very next window?
Yeah, Reinders, as an example. Yeah, I don't know, man. And the more I think about it, and the more I listen, and the more I watch, because I just watched highlights for 3 of Bournemouth's games. Yes, and they didn't play anyone, as Ollie pointed out. But I will say their away kit, their white kit, looks like Fulham. I thought I'd clicked on the wrong video for a second. They played Mainz, who's a red team, and then it was like a red versus white team. I was like, wait a minute. But I think on the break, on the counter, which is bread and butter for Bournemouth all season last year, they're going to be really, really dangerous. And if y'all don't figure it out like immediately on Sunday, you're going to concede.
Here's why it doesn't matter to me. And I'm
going to concede, man.
Well, first of all, we're going to concede anyways. But second, here's why it doesn't matter to me at all. Because I'm of the mentality of the following thing. Because, like, for example, we said Haaland's too young. You know what? Sometimes you got to be put in there. But this is also why I said Gahey, who's only 2 years older than him. But the point being, I'm saying this. If he does the same thing and he puts a crap lineup out there and they get smoked, you know what's going to happen to him?
Even more pressure.
And then what happens after that by November?
Sacked.
So I'm okay with that. I'm 1,000% okay with that.
Just more of a if he's gonna be shit quicker. It's kind of the
Just be bad. Just get fired. Just be bad. I'm fine with that. I actually prefer him be who he is. So then there's zero hope. You fire him, and then you actually start correctly.
I mean, we only have a 6-month sample for Gahey as far as being in the title race and being in the biggest of moments, the biggest of games. And so, I noticed as well that maybe he was a little gun shy at times, but he's still a fantastic player. He's still a fantastic
But he was new to the team. To your point, hey, he just got there. How do I just get there and just tell people what to do when Haaland is one of the captains?
Yeah.
Literally one of the biggest players in the world.
And last season, Silva and Rodri and yeah.
So why would he do that?
And
then just mind you, he was in the team every time. But the thing is, while that mistake was criminal, we went on to win 2 trophies with him in there. I don't have no problems with him.
Yeah.
Who doesn't make mistakes? Because you know what was criminal? The way Donnarumma played and the fact that we sold Trafford.
I agree. I think that as far as the whole leadership question, when everyone mostly is new, when everyone is young, you just got to start a whole new thing. And maybe the legacy guys are either a part of the new thing because you're definitely not going to be the main guy because we're starting everything new again. And then I think Rodri is a great expression of that. If you're not in it, you're not with it, you don't want to be a part of the new thing. Bye.
Leave.
See ya.
Leave.
And I definitely think that that's what happened there. But it's going to be tough for me. I still rate Erling Haaland so highly. He might struggle just because you guys are going to struggle,
and we would deserve that
for real. Haaland might have a kind of a not as great of a season because you guys in general might struggle. He's probably still going to score 30 goals. So,
well, here's the thing. Ryan Shirky will start this game.
Yes.
He's going to start this game.
He has to.
Because when those two play together, he's going to score goals. It's just, are we going to stop anybody from scoring goals, or will our midfield ever possess the ball? That's the question.
I think this is going to be back and forth basketball. I've got 2-2.
I don't know. I'm being honest. I don't know if he puts the same team out there that he put out there against Arsenal, we're losing.
You're getting smoked. Yeah,
we're losing.
What do you think, Steve?
I would like your opinion. I know we're switching gears, but I will give a quick prediction. I reckon it'll be a 2-2.
Yeah.
We couldn't even score. What are we talking about?
It is at the Etihad. It is at the Etihad.
We couldn't even score.
As well. It'll be at the Etihad as well, so I can see.
I don't. Y'all got more faith than me.
I feel like if Bournemouth score early and then maybe they're all over you and it's halftime 1-0, we might hear boos.
As they should. As they should.
We might hear some boos.
And we've I've got to ask your opinion on Zolis starting against Coventry. Do you think he will?
Zolis is definitely going to start against Coventry. Man, segues are just so weird. I definitely think that Zolis will be starting versus Coventry. In my opinion, has earned the starting berth. He's been very, very good. Let me get my notes in. Open the season. Yeah, and so I think that the way he's going to give us more of a threat down the left is going to be very, very important. From what I've seen of Coventry, they like to, see. Let me get through these comments right quick. Nez is going to puke if Enzo goes to City. No way scoring. So, yep, I agree with that. Yep. Well, this is different, JT. Martinelli didn't make the squad because you could only have 18 players for that game, but you can have 23 for the Prem. So he'll be in the squad.
But isn't he gone?
Friday.
I thought they were selling.
He doesn't want to. That's the thing. He doesn't want to. He turned down the personal terms. The clubs agreed. Nelly turned down personal terms. The clubs, Napoli and Arsenal have an agreement in place for Gabriel Jesus. He doesn't want to leave. He turned down the personal terms because we're paying him 260 G's a week.
Oh, yes. Yes, I get that.
Why would he? Why?
That's why Casemiro never left Man United.
Why would he go? We're giving Martinelli like 170 or something. So you're going to have to juice that to go. But as far as, exactly. This is exactly what I was getting back to. Zolis has already proven he's the guy to start there. And I think that I don't know about all that. He's obviously going to be the backup. Yeah, and I agree with you, Ali. I'm not trying to go to Turkey either if I'm Martinelli. But I think that or Napoli if I'm Jesus. I don't know. Napoli might have been okay for Jesus, but I think that Zolis is definitely absolutely locked down that role on the left-hand side. I think that he's going to surprise a lot of people. He got 49 GA for Club Brugge last season, I think, and had just a crazy amount of assists.
That's what I've seen in preseason and in the Community Shield. I think he was I think he's a decent. He looks a good player. So
yeah, he's definitely going to start. I have a sinking suspicion that y'all's favorite forward is going to start as well. 029.
Who do you mean? I don't.
Old 29. Waka Waka. It's going to be getting.
I still don't understand what you're saying, Greg.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't. Yeah, I'm sure you don't. Kai Havertz is going to be down the middle, I imagine. I mean, I don't know. Gyökeres is a Coventry hero, so he might play him against his old club, which I would love to see, of course. And JT is 100% right with this right here. Mad Dookie is definitely an issue. And if it were me, and I know the club are probably trying to, really ease a certain someone into the squad, but if it were me, I think Max Dowman could start in front of Madueke, could go ahead and be the understudy to Saka, especially if we're going to kind of start someone in front of Saka and let him come on until he's absolutely 150% ready to go and can play the full 90, and we're going to start someone in front of him. Why not Max Dowman? Why not?
Yeah, just start him.
Right, JT says, Arteta's son.
Yeah. Oh, no, Arteta's son is starting down the middle. I don't want to start him on the right-hand side versus Madueke, over Madueke. He ends up there too much anyway. But yeah, I think that the midfield we're going to see is probably the same one. It'll be Bruno G, Odegaard, and Miles Lewis-Skelly. That's just that's who has the minutes. That's who has the legs. Rice will probably come in again off the bench. I would also start Kepa over Madueke on the right. That's a good call. Mad Dookie is just not.
Hey man,
yeah.
Hey, you could start me, but hey man, I just read it. And hey, as you've seen, I could start over him. But hey man, my heart is feeling good because apparently AC Milan is talking about, and I know it's not even a good deal, but whatever. Rafael Leao and money for Ruben Diaz. Sign me up, sir.
What is it's a fire sale at Man City?
Sign me up. Sign me up for that one.
Wow. Yes, Madueke is the Messi of Savios. Absolutely is. But I think that we're gonna have. I think Miles Lewis-Skelly deserves a start. He's been very, very good in preseason.
I think it would be harsh on Havertz to drop him after that performance in the Community Shield.
He's not going to, Asif.
Yes,
he's starting.
That's good. That's
he's
good.
starting.
1,000% starting.
He should be starting. That's what I'm trying to say. He should be starting that game. I think he's after that performance in the Community Shield where the man for the big occasion. I know it's not a big occasion against Coventry, but he should be. I think he should be leading the line.
If you say so. Yeah, I don't think Konsa is going to come straight in, Ollie. I think that Mosquera has played well in preseason. I think just for continuity and consistency's sake, I think it will be Gabriel and Mosquera. But, of course, it could be Konsa and Mosquera on the right if Ben White is not ready to go. But I thought Ben White played magnificently, so I would expect to see Ben White and Mosquera, Gabriel, and Calafiori at the back. Of course, Raya as well. Two homeless guys fighting videos all over again. Come on, man. Okay, you know what? I wanted to take a moment in the pod tonight. I wanted to make sure that I did. And you know what? I'm going to do it right now. I'm so effing sick of the Gyökeres hate. I'm so sick of it that I've completely switched. I want it. Bring the Gyökeres hate. Keep telling me he's a homeless caravan who's too slow to make it over the line. Keep telling me Victor Gyökeres doesn't have the first touch. Keep telling me Victor Gyökeres does not link the play well. Keep telling me he's shit at build-up and he's a shit player. Victor Gyökeres is going to keep scoring goals and we're going to keep winning titles. He's going to keep lifting trophies right on your head top. So haters, keep bringing the noise, keep bringing the smoke, because it's the fire that fuels us, and we're going to win the league again off the back of Gyökeres. He's scoring 20 goals this season again, and y'all can all shut the up when we lift the trophy on your head top again, okay? So keep on bringing the hate. Keep on bringing the bullshit, telling me that Gyökeres ain't this and Gyökeres ain't that. I seem to remember him having over 100 goals and 5 or 6 trophies in the last 6 seasons. Who else can say that? Who else in all of Europe can say that? Okay? The man's a champion. So keep talking your shit. We're going to keep lifting trophies. Thank you.
Hey, man, I just want to add another thing that just came in. Because
clip it all up. Clip everything, JT. I'm clipping it up and posting it myself. Clip it. Clip it, baby. We're lifting the title again. Gyökeres is scoring 20 on all your head tops. Y'all keep talking shit, and this is going to be me. Bring it.
Well, we know where the button is. We know where the button is, sir.
I'm so over it. I'm so over the Gyökeres hate, man.
Just
so
so you know,
over
hey, Chelsea fans, according to Fabrizio, hey, man, Maresca loves Chelsea players so much that they want to go bring Nicholas Jackson into Man City.
What is going on at Man City right now?
Please let him bring in all of these guys so he can get fired. Just bring them all in.
Man City, yeah, y'all have leapt off the cliff.
Let's
sell
Marmoush to Spurs, bring in Nicholas Jackson as his replacement. So, hey, man, sell Haaland. Madrid want him anyways. Just sell him there too.
Yeah, it's. I think a screw is about to come loose up there in Nez's head from all this crazy.
No, I
shit
don't
that's
care. I
going
told
on.
the second they get Enzo Fernandez, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out.
fair enough. Fair enough. They're going back to their 08 days. Yeah.
No, we bought okay in 08. It was before 08.
But the opener is indeed the champions of
Friday
England versus the champions of the championship, which is cool. Yeah, he knows a guy's going to sell my Yucker. I'm never selling my Yuckerez stocks. I'm not selling him. When he scores 20 goals and dunks on everybody, I'll still be sitting here.
Jake, you might have to wear the 14
I'll still be sitting here
every episode just to show people the 14 backwards.
Yeah, I'll still be right here. You can come back to me and you can I'll take all the stocks. I'll take all of the stocks, okay? This guy came in and won us a title. He's won 3 league titles in 3 seasons. He scored triple-digit goals. I don't care what you want to talk about, leagues are bad and whatever. He's a winner. He's a champion. He scores goals. That's what a forward is supposed to do, and that's what he does. And if he starts tomorrow Friday versus Coventry, he's going to score, and we're going to win. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm all in. Gyökeres is the greatest striker there's ever been, ever, of all time, ever. Man, I think that from what I've seen of Coventry and, the things that I've watched on them, like you were saying earlier, Asif, if Lampard does not maybe switch it up and take a chill pill on the pressing high and the trying to play out from the back and being really progressive and we'll
if he tries
them.
that, you're gonna hit him for about 4 or 5.
We'll smoke them. We absolutely will.
You're gonna smoke them anyways. What are we talking about?
I don't think that they're gonna do that. I think they will play a little bit more defensive. I think
they're gonna smoke them.
And
if he tries to play like he did last time when he was a Premier League manager, and Lampard tried to play that
Friday Night Lights, sir.
Attacking.
You don't think he's learned his lessons?
Well,
no,
he has because
no,
I don't mind watching an Arsenal draw.
No,
I'm sure you won't. You're already hate watching. You're already on the hate watch.
You remember when Vincent Company had Burnley beating everybody, the brakes off everybody, came to Premier League and got punched in the face?
Arsenal at the moment, I don't have any bad feelings towards them. I actually enjoy watching Havertz score. So yes. I don't have any, as you can see, I don't have any. Yeah,
say that when we rock up to Anfield this season.
Yes, I hope you do because we owe you one from last season. So yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you don't owe us shit from last season. You beat us last season.
Especially if we have Barcola. Yes, I would love you to rock up.
Oh yeah, we're coming. Anfield. We're coming for Anfield. Don't you worry about that. We're no longer afraid. We're no longer afraid, man.
Yeah, but you love coming up to Anfield, don't you, Jake?
No, I hate it. It's the worst. It's the absolute worst. It's literally is like I can't think of a worse place. I don't want to go to Anfield. Anfield is the worst memories, dude. I still remember the one season where we lost 5-0 home and away. That was
a beautiful season. Yeah,
I bet it was, man. Was that Brendan Rodgers? I can't remember. It was bad. I think it was Sturridge and what's his name?
Yeah, he was.
Dude, yeah, I hate Anfield, but not anymore. Not anymore. The place to fear is the Emirates, and we're gonna let Coventry know that on Friday night. I've gone conservative, just because I think Coventry are, an unknown quantity, and we're not necessarily just gonna, come with, damn the torpedoes style. I think it's gonna be. I mean, unless we score in 23 seconds again. Yes, Arshavin is the last good Anfield memory. Yeah, the 4-4 where we still didn't win that game either. But
I was just about to say that before.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as Coventry is concerned, I think we're definitely going to handle them. I've said 2-0. I think it's going to be a good night, a good welcome to the league, and a good start to things.
Nez, what do you think?
About Coventry?
Yeah.
I said that Arsenal's going to smoke them. What?
Yeah, but like a score prediction.
Jake knows I don't do scores. I don't know nothing about scores.
He's not a big score prediction.
He's
not big on score prediction. It's going to be a smoke session.
Hey, whatever a smoking is to you, that's what my score line is.
Yeah.
It really depends.
Coventry is not scoring.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I can't see him scoring either, but I can't.
But they're letting them in. It might not be the full skirt lifting, but they gonna get close to skirt lifting.
I definitely think it's going to be a nice welcome to the league.
Tactics on how much skirt lifting goes on.
Nez is predicting 10-0 to the Arsenal. Hey, I like it. I like the confidence.
Hey, lift the skirt up. It's about to be a train.
Absolutely. Well, I did. Segues are just the craziest thing. New rules are coming in, gents. A couple of new rules. We did see some of them at the World Cup. Some that we're seeing at the World Cup will not be implemented this season. Thank the Lord. The hydration breaks are not going to be a thing unless it's like super hot. We're just going back to the same rule where
super hot. When? Where? In England?
30, in England, yeah. If it's 30 or higher, they're going to do a hydration break.
Don't be saying you don't get hot in Manchester.
Sir, you said it don't get hot there. What the hell are you talking about?
For our non-familiar with metric friends, 30 degrees Celsius is about 90.
That was like a very,
Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it was, when Nez was there, it was very rare, like a blue moon, basically. So yeah, it's not gonna.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be only if it's like really hot or whatever. Only if it's like above 90 degrees are they gonna do that. Now, one thing they are doing is the VAR for second yellows, but it's not gonna be the mistaken identity bullshit that FIFA were running, right? So the only way they can overturn a second yellow is when it's like clearly wrong. You know what I mean? Where there was a thing where it like was just completely obviously, okay, we saw it wrong or something. The ref just didn't see something, not the subjective ones, where it's, if it's super obvious that, okay, this guy hit that guy and then he gave this guy, you know what I mean? And the way this is worded on the Premier League site is reflected in the word salad I just put out. I think that we're going to see some controversy here on this second yellow thing now that VAR are looking at them. And it's not going to be about diving. That's the other thing. Like, they're not going to do if someone dove, you can pull it back. It's according to this, but I think we might see some of that. And do you guys think that some of these new rules, just like they normally do, are going to be implemented in the first 5 games and then we're going to forget about them?
I let Nez go first because I
didn't know they were doing some of these. Like, they shouldn't do anything new.
The 10-second limit for substitutions is a new thing as well. If you don't leave the field within 10 seconds, the sub has to wait a minute. And it's all going to be up to the referee, as well as the 5-second count on throw-ins and goal kicks.
What was wrong with last year? Was it that bad?
They're just cracking down on time wasting. Apparently, Arsenal ruined it for everybody because we time wasted.
But they didn't time waste like that. Not in that way.
Well, I mean, yeah, we did on throw-ins. We absolutely 100% did on throw-ins.
One, I'm fine. But like the substitutions and stuff, everybody did that.
Yeah, yeah. And now if the goalkeeper goes down, an outfield player has to sit out for a minute.
There's another rule which probably will affect Arsenal in regards to the towel and drying the ball. What you guys
really?
So you guys used to have if both teams agreed, you could do it. And
right.
Then I think there was an incident with Calafiore last season where
yes, there was.
And then
I know what you're talking about.
So yeah, so apparently now none of that. So if it's wet, it's wet.
I have no idea what they're going on about here. Yeah, they're still on the heat. Gotcha. But
the heat thing is, as Steve spoke to this, is because there's no air conditioning there.
Which is just the craziest thing that I can think of.
But they don't need it, Jet. And normal life,
we don't usually need it, Jake. That's the thing.
I feel like statistics might tell you something different, but that's a whole nother pod. Nez knows game. Yes, he does.
The heat?
about the Heat, I guess. But yeah, I think that they're trying to crack down on time wasting. I think the bigger kind of
Are we
what we're
going to
going to
crack
see.
down on the VAR being shit?
And then
Yeah,
I think that would crack down. I think that would crack down on some of your set pieces, though, Jake.
that's what I was saying. That's what my next point is. We've seen in preseason, they're calling fouls like immediately when the ball is
Well, they
kicked.
should.
It's like if you're fucking around in the box, you know, they're calling fouls. Gabrielle's already had numerous fouls called against him in the preseason, but you know, we've also been awarded a pin for some shenanigans, you know. So for me, like, yes, they're probably going to crack down a bit on the argy bargy as they call it in the box, but is it really going to be that different when it all kind of, you know, levels out 10 games into the season? Is it really going to be that much different?
I think if you had those same rules last season, that would have cracked down at least maybe 4 or 5 set pieces of yours.
Hey man, everybody's doing it. Leeds are already doing long throws in the preseason.
Speaking of Leeds, did you see that overhead kick in preseason? Great.
Oh, dude, that was epic. That was awesome. Man, Leeds are looking good. Leeds are looking really, really strong. But what I do want to kind of wrap up on is who you guys think is going to be the surprise team this season? The team that maybe hits the ground running and, you know, because my answer for this is not one either of you are going to like, but a team that we think is probably going to be, you know, looking good early doors. Depends on how many
games you're talking about, Jake.
I'm talking about early doors. I'm talking about early doors. The team that's like going to get started out the gate and looking good to get started with.
Shit. Then I'm going to have to, yeah.
I think we are unanimous that Arsenal are probably going to win the league.
No.
I'm not even going to like
I'm not.
I don't even like my answer.
Now, see you're talking about surprise as in positive instead of surprise as in negative, right?
Well, you can give me both.
About in general, or are you talking about like?
I was talking about in general. I was talking about kind of who was going to do better than we expected. But if you want to say who's going to do worse than we expected, that works too.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you who. So I think, and this is sort of a crazy thing because I'm looking at the table now. And I think, well, I mean, are we shocked by Man United? I think United is going to be good this year. I don't feel like that's a shock, right? Is that a shock?
I worded my question to get you to give that answer because I agree.
I don't think that's a shock.
That was my answer as well.
United's going to be good.
I don't think Chelsea will be in the title race at all. How do you go from shit and then 10th to title race? I don't think they're going to be that good. I think they'll be okay. I think they'll be better, but I don't think they're going to be that good.
If you're talking about surprise teams and not Chichester, then I'm just going to say Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest.
So you're saying Forest are probably going to do really well, and Bournemouth are going to struggle with.
If they carry on from what they did last season, then yes. And yeah, I think Bournemouth have got that continuity. I think the manager's playing in the same way as Adiola did before him, so they've got that. And then when Krupi comes back in as well, they've made a great signing with Silva in defence.
They're playing Europa League.
Yeah, they play Europa League, but I think.
Are they going to be Newcastle, who couldn't handle playing Europe and finish 14th? Or are they going to go on and be more like Villa?
No, I think Newcastle are going to have a shit season this season.
No, I'm saying as far as teams that have competed in Europe and been decent and been okay, and then teams that have competed in Europe and were absolute shit in the league. It's kind of the distinction I'm making. So are Bournemouth going to suffer in the league because they're focusing on Europa League, or are they going to be able to handle both?
I think so, because of the fact that it's their first time, and when it's the first time, he actually does so.
Yeah. So
okay, so I guess to go with the two, I'm gonna go. I think Leeds is gonna be really good this year.
Yeah,
I really believe
agree.
that. I think they're gonna be good. And who I think is going to be, is it bad or less than what we expect?
I mean, if you're just worse than what we expect is fine. I think there are a couple in here that we might qualify.
So I'm about to be very controversial. I think if they keep the manager and they do what they're doing, City's not going to make Europe.
Ugh, woof. I was
I'm being
not
honest.
expecting that.
I'm being honest.
Yeah.
There's been no confidence instilled in what they're doing. How you sell the whole team 5 days before the league start?
Yeah, proof's there that you can't do that. You can't change too much. Slot won the league because he didn't change anything. They bought one player who didn't play and won the league doing what they had been doing for 7 years.
And think about what you just said. City lost a bunch of guys who didn't play last year. Rodri didn't play a bunch. Stones didn't play a bunch.
Stones was out for a long time.
Bernardo played, but you see we can play without him. So the guys that left, if you just left the team alone and just played whatever was there, they would be top 5.
And you're not going to like this one, Jake, but I think Spurs are going to do a lot better.
Yeah, I agree. I think they'll be good this year too. I think
Spurs will improve, but I think
they'll make Europe.
I think they. I don't.
I think they'll make Europe.
I think they will, because they haven't got European distractions with the quality that they have now in the team. I think I agree with this. With that one.
I think that might be a bit too far. We shall certainly see. Maybe they'll hit. Maybe Spurs will hit the ground running. Maybe that'll be the team that surprises us.
I think now. Hey man, the injury thing, it don't matter. It don't matter. I don't think if they continue the path that I'm seeing, that the world can see, they're not making Europe anyway, so the injuries won't matter. It won't even matter.
Maybe. JT, what are you doing? Why would you even put this into the universe? We are going to trounce Spurs both games, 3-point lane. Let's go. What are you talking about?
What?
We're going to absolutely run them over. Spurs' problem is they're not they need someone on the very end of it to put the ball in the back of the net because Richarlison ain't really doing it.
I mean, we could sell him Holland too.
Yeah, I mean Savio, Gakpo. I mean, are these inspiring signings? Marmouche.
Hey man, he can score goals.
Perhaps then, yeah. Maybe that is the one. Maybe that's the one. City are going to be a lot worse than we all expect.
The transfer activity that saves City is the sporting director, and the manager can go now.
Or if Buwadi comes in and he's just a revelation, he's just an absolute superstar.
No, who gonna pass to? Who we gonna pass to? We still need somebody to make passes, and we don't have a wing.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, but see, I think that people are overrating the fact that Chelsea have one game a week.
Yeah, I think they'll be good. I think they're going to be
good. But can you go from 10th just because you have one game a week to?
Yes, they can.
Okay,
yes.
They can.
Yes,
all right.
Because that space wasn't that big.
I think they can at least make Champions League this season.
I definitely think they can make Champions League. For sure. But I do have to say, with the way things are shaping up, with things I'm hearing from rival fans in different spaces on YouTube, and if you look at the fact that, are we sure? Yeah, that's fine.
Well,
I take your point there. Your point there. But I feel like with the fact that I think Chelsea, I have a sneaking feeling Chelsea might be one of our biggest rivals this season. They might really be tough to handle this season.
One game a week.
Sure. And I'm not sure how United are going to handle being in Champions League. If what JT is saying here with some of these things about Carrick letting mad time off, Tielemans saying they're not doing fitness training, you have to have a squad to compete in Champions League and the league. You have to. The reason Arsenal won the league last season, defense, we were awesome. Attack was second best in the league or whatever. The reason we won is because of depth. We had the second most the second most injuries last season, and we still won because we have a stacked squad. Just stacked.
That's the problem with Man United, and the problem with us is our squad.
And at the end of the day, I think that's what's going to tell again by the end of this season. I think Arsenal, we've added Ezri Konsa today. We've added Bruno Guimaraes. We got defenders coming out of our ears. We got midfielders coming out of our ears. And the window's not shut. Like if we sign an Alvarez or an Osimhen, we're just going to be so completely stacked in all positions.
Apparently, you're linked with Osimhen at the moment.
I would take him over Alvarez.
Yes, I think he's ready for and he's really impressed me. Osimhen. So
I think as far as how they would raise the levels, I think it'd be similar. Arsenal fans, don't be surprised if we don't do any more business.
I don't think they need to.
Yeah. I won't be surprised at all if we don't do any more business at all. And, that's also goes back to kind of how Arsenal have been over the years. I know Berta's came in last season and ripped it up and did a whole bunch of new things, and now that we've won, we only need to add a couple things here or there. And I think that's what we've done. And I think Arteta would probably want Alvarez more. We might be doing more business, and if we do get another attacker in,
you need to let Jesus go first, man.
He doesn't want to go. And why would he? He's on 265. Why would you? Why would you take a pay cut when you can ride the bench, play in the Carabao Cup, and win trophies?
Hey man,
I get it. It's an amazing life. And so if we add another attacker, I'm super confident that, we're going to obviously someone's going to have to step up and be very, very good to take it from us this season. Yes, it's really difficult to go back to back, but right now the potential is in front of us. Everything is pointing towards, like Ollie said, Arsenal and the rest this season.
No, it's because a lot of teams are in transition as well. So
yeah. Jesus will get registered for the Mickey Mouse Cup, for the Carabao Cup. Maybe. But yeah, I definitely think that one thing that I'm excited about going into this season that I've already noticed watching the couple of the preseason games and now listening to a lot of the content that I listened to over the week. I'm hearing a lot of ops arguing with each other. I'm hearing a lot of fear. I'm hearing a lot of copium, the Scrooge McDuck cup. Yeah. I'm hearing a lot of Arsenal derangement syndrome coming back. The ops aren't handling it well, guys. I know you two are more level-headed than most of the trolls on X and out here on YouTube, but people are not handling it well that Arsenal are good. And I think right now, I'm not going to say we're going to do it, but the potential is there.
They've been good for the last 3 years. What are we talking about? 4 years, 5 years.
But now we've won the league, and they can't hold that long.
I think
drought over us, and so it's panic stations.
You have the better chance than anyone else, as you know.
I agree with that.
It could be one of those seasons where it's right for an outsider to win as well. How Leicester, for example, when they won, there were a lot of teams in transition at that point, which seems like what's happening.
We should have won it that season, man. We should not have let that shit go down.
Yeah, you lot fucked you over that season.
We really
we can't go backwards, so we're just gonna focus on where we go.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But, I think there could be a surprise like a Chelsea coming through. And I
really hope you're wrong, man. I'm really enjoying Chelsea being shit. I've really enjoyed that the last few seasons.
Spurs, it could happen where even a Spurs.
Speaking of Chelsea, did we see that Bowley and somebody else were going to sell their chairs?
Yep. And no more Bowley Shore.
But it was they were saying something like they were going to use that money to go buy into another team.
Oh my goodness. Who knows what they're doing, man? Who knows what Chelsea are doing, man? But yeah, I think I have a sinking feeling that they are going to be a lot better than they have been. And I think that Spurs are going to be a lot better than they were. It's going to be remains to be seen if United are going to be able to handle playing more than one game a week like they're used to. But I think people are sleeping on Aston Villa as well.
I don't know what they are, you know?
No, I think they're an unknown quantity, I think.
I don't know what they are.
Because
they've sold a lot of players have left. Konsa's just left, of course. Rogers left.
Yeah.
Luka Dean went to Paris, but they signed Wan-Bissaka, which I think from West Ham, which I think is a great signing. Kamara has come back from a year-long injury, and he's looked fantastic in preseason. Watkins is linked away, but Emery, if you think about it, they're doing decent signings too. If you think about it, unfortunately, Majo's injured. He won't be playing versus Brighton. He
Hold on, man.
out versus Brighton.
What you mean the next Lukaku?
But it's Zombie. It's because he looks like it. It's because he looks like it.
No, but the next Lukaku means what?
Well, Lukaku's had a long career, so which part of his career are we talking about here?
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about the not having a first touch.
Yeah, man like Zombie is a great signing for Villa. So I think that they're going to be very good. Again, we play them like week 2 or week 4. Like we have to play them immediately.
I don't see the two of them. They've had too many many sales.
Yeah, the dude is huge. The 17-year-old Madoj.
Is he on the field with Timberland boots on or soccer boots?
He's humongous, dude.
Does he have Timberland boots? I don't care about the top because his feet is what matters. Do we have Timberland boots on or soccer boots?
He scored a good goal versus Paris. He scored versus PSG versus the champions.
I'm talking about touch.
Who's that?
Is his touch like he got Timberland boots on?
It's a 17-year-old for Aston Villa. He's a brick shit house. He's humongous. And Nez thinks he's wearing Timberland boots. We'll see. We'll have to see. He's 17.
I'm talking about the Lukaku comparison because Lukaku played like he had Timberland boots on for a while.
I mean, he was giving the Paris defense absolute nightmares in that Super Cup. He's humongous, dude. So he's one to look out for, of course. But I think it's going to be a very fun season. I'm going to enjoy sitting on the summit here, looking down at all the plebeians, trying to get second place. I'm going to be looking very, very, very excited to that. I mean, hey, think about it, man. It is Arsenal's time. The potential is there for dynastic achievement. And I'm not saying we're going to do that. I'm not saying Arteta is going to, be here another 10 years and win another 20 trophies or anything like that. But the time, the potential is there. It's our time to grab and kind of dominate the league right now. But no, I did not catch any of Pep dressing room videos.
So 2 giant middle fingers to Kyle Walker. I mean, we felt that already, but for sure he can catch all the middle fingers in his face like the cartoon where it does it in his face like that, like all the way there, and then like mashes against his face. Kyle Walker can get all of those. And his 2 families that nobody knew about. I'm glad people know that his 2 families exist, and that he was a bad guy, and he may still be a bad guy.
Yeah, I can't say that I ever liked Kyle Walker.
Everyone has a reason to not like him, even himself.
No, but as far as the season is concerned, all last season, you were asking me what I preferred, right? Yeah, Infantino level middle fingers, absolutely. All last season, you guys were asking me what I preferred, what I would want to happen. We've won the league. We've done it.
So now you understand my question. So we're easily going the way that I said.
Now that I've won the league, now that I've got the monkey off my back, this season, I want the Champions League. Everything.
So you would be willing to give up the league to win the Champions League, correct?
This season, yes. This season, I will let Asif win the league if it means I win a Champions League. He looks up like, what? Liverpool's not going to win the league. What?
Hey, man, it could.
I would be willing to see Asif win the league if I won the Champions League.
First of all, Jake, let's not get too far ahead of yourself. Yeah.
Hey man,
This is where I'm at. I want this to be done. I'm over this, and so I want this to end this season.
No, that's not going to end this season. I don't think so.
I don't know if I'd go this far, JT. I would have to think long and hard on this one. Would I let Spurs?
If you won the Champions League,
fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Absolutely take that.
That's fine. That's fine. I can handle that.
Man, you could win all the domestic trophies. If City won the Champions League, I would not care. I would not care.
I'm finally on that level. I'm finally there, Nez.
What was that?
I'm saying I'm on the level that I want the Champions League over everything.
They could win all the domestic trophies.
They could do a domestic triple.
They can win the FA. They can win all of them this year. If City won the Champions League, I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't take that. Come on, Asif, to win another Champions League.
No,
it's been 7 years since you've won the Champions League.
We've got quite a few. And
yeah. I've got so many that. Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather not win one just to let those fuckers have one. But anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm on the same boat, Nez.
They could Spurs could win the domestic everything. If Arsenal won the Champions League, you would be cool with it. You would not care because you win the last trophy.
That's where I'm at. Because last season, we got the monkey off our back and we won the league. We did the league thing. And obviously, every man has his price. Every man has his price, Ollie. Every man has his price. That's all I'll say.
Hey, man. You got to put, like, Jake got to wear a Havertz jersey all day and then get his number tattooed on him or something crazy.
If Havertz scores the goal that wins the Champions League for Arsenal.
Oh, you already know that's going to happen.
Yes.
I will. Yeah, forever and ever and ever. I'll take back everything I've ever said. Everything I've ever said. I'll take it back, and give the man a statue.
What about if he wins you another league, Jake?
Nah. He almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, Ollie. Almost ain't good enough.
He scored first.
Havertz at his very best almost beat the City treble winners. But no one gives a shit because City were treble winners that season. What did we win? Nothing. Havertz jersey on the wall if he bags the goal that wins the Champions League. Absolutely, that's for sure. But yes, that's it. That's right, people. I've come to it. We've won the league. Now it's time to shut Chelsea fans up. You know what? We're never going to shut the Chelsea fans up. If I win the Champions League this season, you know what it'll be next season? Oh, you don't have to. You don't have to. And if I win the Champions League again next season, you don't have more than us. And if I win a third Champions League, you don't have a Europa League. You never won the Conference League. Yeah, you know what? Because I don't want to be mediocre. I hope we never win Europa League. I don't ever want to be in the Europa League. Chelsea fans, man.
Hey, man.
The Chelsea fan base. But sell him after. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, you got to sell him. Well, a real quick thing, because I somebody asked the Pep thing. Also, the Kevin De Bruyne thing, real quick. That Kevin De Bruyne literally did not
want man, don't be smoking shit before the show, man. I don't know what are you talking about? 6-time record. Shut up, man. Fuck are you on about?
Are you being one of those Arsenal fans, sir?
Yeah, come on,
sir. It's not. Look, Arsenal fans are allowed to be excited. We're in.
We want the time and the space continuum. We're
the best team in the league right now. We're the best team in England right now. We're gonna bask in it.
Look, listen, but 6-time record. What you?
We're the best in the league. We're the best in the league right now. We're gonna bask in it,
sir. Don't do that.
We're basking.
Anyways, Jake, man, I'm mad at City for not re-signing Kevin.
There's
reality, they did Kevin wrong,
and then there's like multiverse shit that you're going into now.
Hey, just let me enjoy my multiverse. So, what was that? I looked at that post a little bit, Nez. What was it talking about? How Kevin De Bruyne wanted to stay. Yeah,
he wanted to stay, and they refused to re-sign him.
Did I read that right? That he was in tears in the locker room?
They have the video.
Damn.
And in addition to that, he did. So this is why the Rodri thing, and I shared it with you, which is why I don't care if Rodri left. And he shouldn't get any that people celebrate. No, he didn't want to be at the club. Fuck him. Let him go. And he knew he wanted to leave before that. He let the team sit there. So fuck him. Whatever happens to him in Barcelona happens to him.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kevin, a true city legend. We appreciate you, sir. Shout out to Bernardo, true city legend. We appreciate you, sir. You communicated with the club. Now, you don't owe the club, but the fans were owed that. The fans were owed that. But
yeah,
I'm excited about this Premier League season. And who knows what's going to happen, man. You know, they might call me to put my jersey on and to play with Erling Haaland so I can make a couple passes to him because they're selling everybody. And Arsenal will have a giant squad with 14,000 people. They'll be like borderline Chelsea big. And then Chelsea might actually be decent. And then they'll have a practice squad sitting on the bus outside waiting to come into the game.
They have 45 people
can
on
we sell
the
coach?
Squad.
I'm just hoping for bodies. 3 or 4 bodies.
Yeah, get somebody from Chelsea, man. Yeah, that's fair.
Well, if Bowley sells, yeah.
That's fair, Ali, yeah.
I wouldn't go that far. There's not many that we would pick up from there.
I mean, you have 4. They got 45. You just said you need bodies. They have 45 bodies. Like I feel like you could. They have 2. They have 2 teams and then some. You have almost one team.
Maybe Nicholas Jackson. Maybe we might need him just because.
Nico Jackson's going to City. Didn't you hear?
Yeah, man. He's going to replace Haaland.
He's going to replace Haaland. Hey, Jackson is used to playing second fiddle. He played behind Kane. Didn't get any minutes in Bayern. He's probably just out here, just whatever, man. I'll take the salary. Oh, my goodness. He's not going to play. If he goes to City, he's definitely not going to play. Yeah, agreed. If Konsa was going to leave.
I would have thought that as well, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think sporting directors talk to who they want to, so they probably didn't let them know.
Yeah,
I think a lot of that goes on too.
That would be perfect, Ali. If we got those 3, that would be perfect.
Even if you got these 3, my prognosis of your season would not be different. You're still going to score a lot of goals and concede a lot of goals, even if you get all 3 of those guys. So it's going to be a fun season. I think it's going to be an absolutely incredible season. I'm absolutely pumped up. Of course, we kick it off on Friday night. Arsenal versus Coventry. I'm absolutely pumped. So go ahead and smash up the likes if you are as excited as we are.
Folks.
Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Of course, make sure you got the notification bell on. I'm buzzing as well, Ollie. Big up the chat every single time. Thank you for being here, of course. And make sure you share it on the socials as well. I don't know if I said that one, all that good stuff. But yeah, thanks again. And we'll see us next time.